Okay. Graduates, parents, and respected guests, I'm delighted to welcome you all to this graduation ceremony 2021 for BSc Honours Computing, MSc IT, and BHBM students to celebrate the conferment of awards from Leeds Beckett University at the British College. You can cheer. Yay! My name is Marnie Ryan, and my role today is to be your master of ceremonies and ensure that you all have an enjoyable and memorable day with us. It's a very special occasion for our graduating students and for all the parents and staff of the British College who have supported our students in their journey towards graduation. This is a celebration of all of our efforts, and we are immensely proud to celebrate this success here today amongst our distinguished guests. Last year, the pandemic forced us to celebrate virtually, so we're especially pleased to be able to have you here with us in person today. For the ceremony to be enjoyable for all, we would like to request that students and guests refrain from taking photos during proceedings and coming up to the front, but they can take photos afterwards and they can share them online using the hashtag TBC Grad21 I'll keep repeating it so you can keep sharing it throughout the day. And you'll also be able to find all of the professional photos taken there as well. In the unlikely event of a fire or any emergency, please make your way calmly to the highlighted fire exits, which our ushers will be on hand to guide you to. They will also be available for any queries you have throughout the day. So I would now like to ask you all to stand as I invite Mr. Rajan Kandel, CEO and founder of the British College, for the official graduation inauguration with the lighting of the panis. And can you please all remain standing for the national anthem of Nepal and the British national anthem as well.
प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचला वीरहरूका राजधानी स्वतन्त्र आचला ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहु जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छ विशाला अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
You can sit down now. So we will begin today with a welcoming address from Professor Mary Bishop, the Executive Principal of the British College. Unfortunately, Mary is unable to join us in person, so instead we will be welcoming her virtually. Mary holds a first degree in English Language and Literature, a master's in Business and Management Research, a PhD in Social Accounting, and is a Fellow of the Chartered Association of Certified Accountants. We are very lucky to have her as a part of the British College family and look forward to her joining us in person soon. So please welcome Mary Bishop.
Hello, my name is Professor Mary Bishop and I'm delighted to be speaking to you today as the Executive Principal of the British College Nepal at our 2021 British College graduation. Firstly, I would like to congratulate all the students. The last 2 years have been very challenging in many ways, and everybody has had to adapt. This is particularly hard for students who've had to switch to a whole new mode of learning virtually. The way students have approached this, with enthusiasm, with a determination, and an acceptance of the need to adapt, is really impressive. You should all be very proud of the fact that you have not only achieved your British degrees, a huge achievement at any time, but you've done so at a time of real challenge. In doing so, you will have developed your own personal resilience, your ability to adapt and to learn quickly, and I believe that that will stand you in good stead for the future. And the parents and supporters of our graduates today should share in that pride, not only in the achievement, but in the support they themselves have given to those students to facilitate that achievement. There have been so many difficult, challenging circumstances caused by the pandemic to our health, the health of loved ones, the impact on work, the loss of income, the disruption to all aspects of our daily life. But together, our students and their supporters can today enjoy a celebration of real achievement. And as principal, with all our staff at the British College, I join in congratulating you all. We have over 400 graduates this year. It's our 7th graduation ceremony, and today our graduates will join the British College alumni of the past decade. Some 1,500 alumni who continue to keep in touch, enjoy the ongoing alumni benefits, and network together and with the British College staff, industry advisors and board members. I took the role as principal in summer 2020 on an interim basis and became executive principal in January 2021. I'm really enjoying my role as principal. I took it because the British College current provision offers real opportunities to students in Nepal, but developing from this, there are many exciting, innovative projects ahead. We recently chose to apply for the British Accreditation Council Independent Higher Education Award, a globally recognised mark of quality. Of course, we already comply with our UK quality assurance with our British partners, but we wanted to gain further recognition of our commitment to high standards of education and quality and our focus on wraparound support for our students and excellent student outcomes. After a 6-month process which involved a detailed review, inspection visit and inspector discussions with our students and staff, we were delighted to be the first institution in Nepal to receive this sought-after accreditation. I would pay tribute not only to the commitment of our staff, but the way our students really engage with them and the learning and learning support we offer. The British Accreditation Council commented on the excellent student support and the close working relationship with our UK partners, with visits to and from the UK, strong support and real student opportunity. We're currently working with our partners to develop our portfolio to include some new and exciting programmes, bachelor's and master's. We've already recently announced our BSc in Cybersecurity and Digital Forensics, which we delivered for the first time in January 2022. This is a really exciting cutting-edge digital course, providing the skills the employment market seeks. It's the first of its kind in Nepal, and we are delighted that the University of West of England chose us to deliver it for them. We're working on further courses, which we'll announce on our website and via social media. In the UK, there's also been an important recent change to student work-study visas. The changes are very positive and encourage students to stay in the UK once they've finished their studies, so they can work for another 2 years. We're very keen to offer students not just the opportunity of gaining a British degree studying in Nepal, but also to take short study trips to the UK to explore the partner campuses and see the sites. Students can also move to the UK to study for their second year or their final year, or do their undergraduate degree in Nepal and masters in the UK. Either option entitles the student to apply for a 2-year post-study work visa. We are, as you know, keen for our students to experience study in both the UK and Dubai at the British College sister colleges, the Woolwich College in London and the Woolwich Institute in Dubai. And we're keen to offer studies trips as well, short study trips rather than full years of study. The pandemic has limited this opportunity, but we will ensure that such trips are available as soon as we're able to do so. The short trips will be open not only to all our students, but also to our alumni who have maybe missed out on this because of the pandemic, or who may be further considering other studies, perhaps at master's level. The key thing is that the British College can offer the student the whole journey: a British undergraduate bachelor's degree, a postgraduate master's degree, and the option to study in Nepal and in the UK, with the added incentive now of a post-study UK work visa for those that want it. We also offer students who don't yet meet admission standards a foundation year to make college entry possible for them. Our focus is not just on studies. We also have a well-connected, very senior industry advisory board and our own careers support, which provides employability advice, guidance and internship opportunities. We recently invested in a new wellbeing centre to ensure all our students gain the holistic support they need when they need it. Our support in many ways continues to be available to our alumni, and I would urge you to look at this. Another exciting investment is in an Internet of Things laboratory, with a key focus on leading the way in artificial intelligence by offering a variety of British computing degrees and an international artificial intelligence conference annually. We are aware of the need to develop digital skills, those we use now, but also those that are emerging. Again, our alumni will be welcome to work with us on this, take part in projects, attend events. I'd love to see all of you there. So lots of investments in new courses, skill building, employability and support, all aligned to the needs of the employment market. And in addition to this, we have bought land to build a brand new state-of-the-art university building in Tapateli in the heart of Kathmandu. The building is being designed by a leading British architectural practice in partnership with a local leading practice, and it will be finished in 2024. So substantial innovative developments ahead. The British College is an exciting place to study and be involved as an alumnus. So back to today's celebration. Once again, I congratulate all of our new graduates here today. I look forward to meeting you, to hearing about your continuing journey, whether in the workplace or through further study. Please keep in touch. Get involved as a British College alumnus, because at the British College we are all very proud of your achievement. So, very well done. Congratulations again to all of you, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mary. I will now invite Mr. Rajan Kandel, CEO and founder of the British College, to give his formal address. Mr. Rajan Kandel is a British Nepali businessman and entrepreneur. He is the director of the Kandel Group UK and its subsidiaries, and chaired the Britain-Nepal Chamber of Commerce from 2015 to 2019. He was also an advisor for the Non-Resident Nepalese Association and has been incredibly successful in international business. Yet his true passion lies in education, which is why in 2011 he founded the British College, which is now the biggest international college in Nepal. With students each year gaining UK degrees and invaluable international business experience, it is because of his hard work, dedication, and diligence that this institution exists. So please welcome Mr. Rajan Kandel.
Good afternoon, everyone. As the founder of the British College, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to this very special, which is face-to-face graduation ceremony. As many of you will know, we were unfortunately not able to do this face-to-face graduation last year due to pandemic. That graduation we were forced to do virtually, but I'm delighted to be able to do this graduation ceremony today in person with you all present here today. You'll have notice that despite being together here today, we had to make some adjustment how we are doing graduation ceremony this year. We had, in order to minimize the crowd and in the mind of keeping it safer, we had done 2 shifts of graduation event this year. We already had 1 event this morning, so this is our 2nd event today. And some other changes due to this restriction and travel. Many of our distinguished guests couldn't travel from outside Nepal. However, they are joining via virtual link, and some of them have sent us special video messages for you here today. We have done everything possible to minimize any risk here, any health risk, the COVID risk, and at the same time, hopefully, we would be able to make this event memorable today for you. And we're confident that you all will be able to relax here and enjoy the ceremony. For this event, we still have many distinguished guests in person. Today, I'm glad to welcome our special guest from Governor from Central Bank, Mr. Maheshwar Sharma, Chairman of Khaitan Group, Mr. Rajendra Khaitan, Director of British Council Examination, Mr. Max Rainman, and we also have a number of members from our advisory board here today. I'm very pleased to welcome our advisory board members, Ms. Isabella Onions. We have Managing Director from Rana Global, Ms. Asmi Rana, and we're also very pleased to welcome all our graduating students here, and very importantly, their parents and their family member here today. Also, there will be lots of other people, family members, watching this event live on social medias from their home. However you're joining this event today, either virtually or in person, we are very honored to have you all with us today. And I would like to extend my very warm welcome to you all. This has been a very difficult and different year for the whole of British College family. We have had to adjust our delivery, which was virtually, and our students have to learn the new way of learning virtually. However, we're very proud to see that our students have managed to succeed during these difficulties scenarios they had. The proof of that is here in front of us, all the students who have managed to graduate today. Despite these difficulties, the British College has managed to achieve a number of success, including receiving British Accreditation Council accreditation. The college is the first education establishment in Nepal to receive such an recognition, and the second in the South Asia to have this recognition from the British Accreditation Council. And I'm also pleased to confirm that we are also building a brand new campus for our students in Kathmandu this year. So we have lots of reasons to celebrate today, and especially for our students, this is your special day. It is one of the greatest occasions of your life. So it's all about you and it's all about your achievements. Before we commence this ceremony, I would like to request all graduate students to stay in touch with the college, as you are the true ambassador of British College. We would love you to join the British College Alumni Network so that we can hear about your progress and we can continue to work together to support you in your future success. And we feel like your time at TBC, if any of you feel like it's not over yet, then we have a number of postgraduate programs that you can consider joining. And as an alumni, you have automatic, special, partial scholarship available. And final food for thought, I would like to reflect on how much you have achieved today, not only for graduating, but completing your degree in the middle of pandemic and adjusting the changing studying styles that you had to do. So, moving forward, I want you to remember just how well you have been during this time and use this as an inspiration to believe in yourself, just as myself and the whole of TBC family believe in you. So, on this note, myself and the rest of the British College team would like to wish you the very best. This year has kept the whole world apart, but as a college and a family, we have only grown closer together. So I want you to remember as you leave here today that you will always be part of the British College family. Congratulations once again, the TBC graduates, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajan. We now have a formal address by the Honourable John Edward Hollister Montague, 11th Earl of Sandwich, and advisor of the British College. Unfortunately, he was also unable to join us today, but he has sent us a video link with his speech. Lord Sandwich is a British entrepreneur, politician, and nobleman. He was educated at Eton College, earned his bachelor's degree from the University of Cambridge, and is one of only 90 elected hereditary peers that remain in the House of Lords. So please welcome Lord Sandwich.
Hello, British College students, teachers and parents. How I wish I were in Kathmandu in the sunshine today, but I'm now speaking to you from a garden in the wintry west of England, and I'm honoured to address you as one of the British College advisors. But I've been a friend and admirer of your country for over 60 years. The 60s were very different times. I still well remember my 1962 visit overland through Turkey and Iran in a very old Land Rover. My wife and I will never forget meeting our new ambassador to Nepal, Arthur Kellas, and his wife driving through Iran to their new post in 1968. And since then I have visited many times with parliamentary delegations and of course to attend college meetings. I also had the opportunity of meeting Prime Minister Oli during his 2019 visit to London. The UK and Nepal have had a long and historic association, and I'm delighted that our aid and development programme, one of the largest in the world, apart from its project commitments to sectors like clean water and reforestation, the UK also seeks to promote stability, good governance and human rights, and it's worked closely with both government and parliament in recent years. My personal experience has been working with NGOs, of whom there are many in Nepal, who reach the poorest and the most inaccessible communities, such as the Kamaya and the Adivasis. Global warming has been on everyone's mind this month because of the Glasgow summit, and I know that young people in Nepal, like you, already understand much better than I what is happening to our planet. All I can dare to say to you is that any of us who have the good fortune to be well fed and housed should not only support those who have not had those advantages, but should also live a more simple life themselves, eat healthily and save on fuel and anything that contributes to a carbon-free and pollution-free atmosphere. I'm certain that everyone who understands global warming will play their part and not expect governments to cope with it alone. And this is illustrated by a marvellous new photographic exhibition in London in the Science Museum about the Amazon, which shows that indigenous people, people who live in the forest, have a much greater understanding of what must not be done and how their world could be a much better place without outside interference and exploitation. I'm grateful to be digitally connected today, saving on airline fuel perhaps, but of course I am disappointed that we cannot join your celebration in person. For nearly 2 years, the terrible COVID pandemic has blighted our family lives in both countries. I can imagine that everyone here has suffered, either directly themselves or through their family and friends. So may I send my sympathies to anyone in the college who has suffered losses or illness. I do also recognise that while vaccinations have been widely available in the UK, not everyone in India or Nepal, especially in the villages, is receiving regular vaccines. And our government has been urged by parliamentarians like me to provide more direct assistance with vaccines and oxygen, and I hope the situation is improving. May I encourage you to take an interest in politics? I would say that, wouldn't I? Because I've been involved in politics for 26 years. I know that there are many, many political parties in Nepal, and that coalitions are never easy. But there has to be a restraint on political power, and too many prime ministers around the world are abusing that power and remaining in office beyond their term. It is sometimes confusing to decide which party to support. But as in the UK, you have 3 or 4 larger experienced parties and some very good, honest politicians in them. So I hope you will give them a chance to secure your vote. But of course, your main preoccupation now will be to find work. And I know that the college brings real educational benefits, not least the opportunity of obtaining a UK degree and therefore, with luck and skill, a good job beyond that. I'm proud to know and to work for a college with such a good reputation. So may I wish you all good health, convalescence and peaceful transition to a rewarding life in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord Sandwich. I would now like to welcome Mr. Rajendra Khaitan. Rajendra is the chairman of the Laxmi Bank Limited and a Senate member of Kathmandu University. He is also the Honorary Counsel of the Republic of Portugal and the President of the Nepal-Britain Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Rajendra is an avid investor in the secondary share market of Nepal, and we are delighted to have him here with us in person today. So please welcome Mr. Rajendra Khaitan.
Hi. Namaste. Good afternoon. How are you? Happy? Honorable Governor of the Central Bank, Mahaprasad ji, Chair of the session, and today's wonderful August gathering, my old friend Rajan Kanelji, whom I always spell out wrong by saying Dr. Rajan Kanel, because I always see him on different attire, being in the education field. Friends on the dais, Director of the British Council, academia, professors, teachers, loved students, and their parents, who is going to deliver Nepal the future stars and future leaders of the country. Well, I won't take a long time. Today you are completing one chapter of your life. The chapter which will teach you, which has given you lesson what you intend to do in future, your choice of education. How do you master on it? How do you articulate your life in future days to come? It wasn't challenging. It was a daily routine of your life which one has to go through. My friends, the challenge starts from today. The moment you will be given a degree today, the moment you wear a cap today, the moment university recognizes you as a degree holder, challenge starts. The question remains, you want to be an entrepreneur or you want to be an employee? Choice is yours. Choice is yours, what route you want to take, where you want to lead. Don't forget, the bright leaders of the world grew up like you, studied like you, thought like you. There is no difference between a Nepali student and a student from UK or America. World has changed last 50 years. In 50 years, the world has changed a lot. Today, in the era of artificial intelligence and nano generation, a lot has to be achieved. I remember signing checks 5 years ago. Our governor, respected governor, honorable governor is here, who has seen with his eyes signing the documents that Nepal from a check era has entered into app era of digitalization, era of QR code. So this is one of the smallest things which has changed the world. When you walk, what do you see? You'll see air blow facing your face. When you walk through jungles, what do you see? Leaves all over your road. When you pass by flora and fauna, what do you see? Water, rain, falls, rivers, sea and lakes. Do you think you can change that into commercial terms and make Nepal prosper? Make yourself prosper? Make the world prosper? Make people prosper? Can you? Do you? The question starts from today. The air that flows above our head generates money. Mobile is a sample. Television is a sample. Airlines that flies in the air is sample. It is generating money. The water that flows gives us electricity. That is a sample. The leaves that is making paper is a sample. So it means even when we walk, we are making money for somebody else or for the country or for ourselves. So from today, you are changing your life from a student to become an entrepreneur, either be employee for a few years, but ultimately arriving by generating employment as an employer. Thank you, everybody. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, Rajendra. I will now invite Rajan to deliver Rajendra with a token of thanks. Thank you again, Rajendra. We are now going to have another video message from the UK. This time it will be from Professor Jean Key, Pro-Vice-Chancellor of Leeds Beckett University. Jean has a wealth of experience in the education industry, including working as the Dean of Education at Roehampton University in London and acting as the Assistant Director and Head of International Strategy at the UK Higher Education Academy. In 2013, she joined the University of the West of Scotland, and in 2016, she started as the Pro-Vice-Chancellor of Global Engagement at Leeds Beckett University. So please welcome, via video link, Professor Jean Key.
Hello. My name is Professor Jean Key, Pro-Vice-Chancellor of Global Engagement at Leeds Beckett University. I would like to congratulate you on your graduation. We know how hard you've worked to accomplish these results, and you should be very proud of your well-deserved achievements. You're now part of a growing Leeds Beckett University global community, joining our alumni from more than 150 countries around the world. As part of our global community, you will have access to Beckett Connect, a platform for alumni to stay connected and network with each other after graduation. Please sign up to this platform to stay in touch. Many congratulations and best wishes for your future success.
Thank you, Jean. Okay, this is where things start to get quite exciting because we are going to officially begin the graduation ceremony of the British College. Yay! So, to begin proceedings, I would like to invite Mr. Rohit Pandey, Program Leader for Computing, to lead the awards for MSc IT, which will be conferred by Mr. Rajan Kandel.
Thank you, Marnie. Namaste and warm greetings to you all. I have the honor to present to you the graduates from the Master of Science in Information and Technology, MSc IT. I would like to invite to our CEO of the British College, Mr. Rajan Kandel, to confer the award. Now, I would call upon the name of the graduates. Anand Kandel, Anish Diwakar, Anish Diwakar, Anubrad Dongol, distinction. Anup Maharjan, distinction. Aslesha Tandukar. Aslesha Tandukar. Charles Bhattrai. Neeraj Manandar. Nitu Vaidya. Pratik Dahal. Pratik Shrestha, distinction. Robinson Maharjan, distinction. Sagar Adhikari. Srishan Shrestha, distinction. Subhas Kaur, distinction. Last but not the least, Yam Krishna Paudel, distinction. Thank you, sir. That concludes the presentation of the awards for the Master of Science in Information and Technology, MSc-IT. Congratulations to class of 2021. All the best.
Thank you, Rahit. Let's have one big final cheer for all the MSc IT students, graduates. Well done, everyone. I would now like to invite one of them back to the stage, Miss Nitu Vaidya, hope I pronounced it correctly, a student from MSc IT, to give her address.
Good afternoon, honorable guests, teachers, parents, guardians, juniors, and my dear friends. I'm Neetu Vaidya from MSc-IT Batch 2019. I'd like to welcome you all to this graduation ceremony and congratulate all the graduates for having achieved this milestone. Given the pandemic, it has not been an easy journey. We've all had our share of troubles trying to get by, managing our studies with our personal and professional lives. It was around the beginning of second semester when the pandemic hit and our classes shifted online. And am I audible and can you see my screen became the new normal. I remember the times when I hated waking up early in the morning to attend the classes and wished for holidays to get at least a day off. Only after the pandemic did I realize the meaning and value of simple things in life, such as attending the classes all together within the same room. Due to the pandemic, we missed on many things, such as our warm tea breaks on the college premises, our chit-chats and banters, and also the struggle to find seats in the classrooms. However, we did learn some important skills and valuable lessons. Many of us are still working from home, and I believe the online classes helped us get accustomed to the way we work nowadays. When I was asked to give the speech, I was a bit hesitant and felt that I wouldn't have much things to say. However, when I sat down to write the speech, it took me down the memory lane. I had a wonderful journey here where I met some wonderful people, learned and gained valuable experiences, and made fond memories. As I've learned, there are many uncertainties in life, and I wasn't even sure if we'd get to celebrate this graduation ceremony in person, but here we are all together celebrating it. I'd like to wish all of you the very best for your future endeavors, and I believe that this achievement will be a major stepping milestone in our future journey. Thank you for having me here, and a very good evening to all of you.
Thank you, Neetu. We will now hear from Mr. Michael Rutland, advisor of the British College. Throughout his career in education and the military, he taught the future fourth king of Bhutan and worked as a consultant for the United Nations Agency. Since his retirement from teaching, he has been awarded an OBE by Queen Elizabeth II for services to British-Bhutan relations, and he also holds the Bhutan Coronation Gold Medal. He has made over 160 educational television programs for Bhutan and has sent us a video message to watch today. So please welcome Mr. Michael Rutland.
Greetings to all the new graduates, to all the parents, and to all the faculty of the British College, Kathmandu. This is the second year when I have to give you a message of good wishes virtually, electronically, on the television screen. We never dreamt when I spoke to you last year that even a year later we would still be suffering enormous problems due to the coronavirus. It's brought sadness to many families. It's brought economic problems to many, many people. It's brought hardship all around the world. But I would like you to remember an old British proverb which says, every cloud has a silver lining. It's all too easy to think about and to talk about and to be weighed down by the problems of coronavirus. But we should remember, look for the silver lining. The coronavirus has caused us to think anew about many things we had taken for granted in our lives. And thinking anew, thinking new thoughts, thinking imaginatively, they are qualities which I hope you will have learned from your studies in the British College. We need to think imaginatively. We need to look for some benefits which come to us as a result of coronavirus. One, for example, is the fact that many, many meetings can be held virtually. I've had Zoom meetings with 145 people from all over the world, which would have been totally impossible before the idea of Zoom meetings became normal. The amount of air travel has diminished. Whilst that is very hard for the airline industry, it is, on the other hand, very good for environmental conservation. And you'll be aware that COP26 is going on in the United Kingdom, in Scotland, at this very moment. And there are advocates very strongly saying we should diminish our amount of air travel. COVID has forced us to do that. I cannot be with you in person in Kathmandu this afternoon because air flights between Bhutan, where I am now, and Kathmandu have ceased because of the COVID situation. So what I'd ask you to do is to use all the skills and knowledge you have developed through your time at the British College in order to take a new look at the world and at life and how we do things. And as a result of the constraints and the problems caused by coronavirus, I'd like you to look for the silver lining and to think about doing things in different ways, doing different things, breaking out of the old mold of this is how we've always done it. Think afresh, think original ideas, use your British College education to help you do that in the future. And I would like to wish all the very best of luck to all you new graduates. And as always, every year I speak to you, I say many thanks to your parents too, who have brought you this far on the great road of life. Very best wishes to you all.
Thank you, Mr. Rutland. Okay, BSc students, are you ready to become graduates? Yeah, you sure? Okay, let's get Rahit back on stage, and he's going to lead the conferment of awards for BSc graduates with Mr. Arun Joshi.
Thank you, Marnie, once again. Good afternoon and namaste. I have the honor to present to you graduates from Bachelor of Science Honors Computing Program. I would like to invite Associate Dean, Academic, Mr. Arun Joshi to confer the awards. Now, I would like to call upon the name of the graduates. Akriti Nepani, First Class Honors. Asutosh Adhikari, First Class Honors. Abhishek Paudel, First Class Honors. Aviral Gurung. Ajay Prajapati, First Class Honors. Alishavati Shrestha, First Class Honors. Anamika Kafle. Anand Neopane. Aniket Heju, first class honors. Anis Thapa, first class honor. Anumesh Koirala, first class honors. Anup Sapkota. Anvesh Dahal. Arpan Pia, first class honors. Arun Wasti. Aryan Chaudhary, first class honors. Ashish Pandey, first class honors. Ashish Shrestha. Ashwin Thakure. Ashwin Shrestha, first class honor. Ashwin Kadil. Avimanyu Sapkota, first class honors. Avin Amartya, first class honors. Ayush Pauril, first class honors. Barsa Maharjan, first class honors. Bhuvan Kadel. Vivek Ray. Vidya Joshi, first class honors. Vijay Giri, first class honors. Vijay Sharma. Bishwas Gimire, first class honors. Brikesh Mishra. Deepak Khanal. Deepak Shah. Dikshan Rajbangshi, first class honor. Dipin Baral. Divas Chaulagar. Eva Sakya, first class honors. Gaurav Sapkota, first class honors. Isa Shrest. Ishwar Acharya. Josna Paudel, first class honors. Karma Setin Gurung, first class honors. कृतज्ञ राज श्रेष्ठ Kritika Koirala, first class honors. Kritika Thapa, first class honors. Lakas Maharjan, first class honors. Bijan Pradhananga. Mahima Shrestha, first class honors. Mansi Dev, first class honors. Milon Tamang, first class honors. Mohammad Farhan, first class honors. Mohit Saha, first class honors. Namita Pandey, first class honors. Nasib Deula. Nelly Dhakwa, first class honors. Nishal Karki. Nitesh Dahal Khatri, first class honors. Nitesh Mananda. Paribesh Bidari. Furfu Choden Lama. Poonam Maharjan. Prabhat Adhikari, First Class Honours. Prozol DC. Pramit Gimire, First Class Honours. Pramod Raj Karki. Prarup Nirola, First Class Honours. Prasanna Shrestha. Prasansa Dahal, First Class Honour. Prasanna Nepal, First Class Honour. Prasant Singh Bosnet, First Class Honours. Prabes Pansari, First Class Honours. Prabal Joshi. Christina Mulmi, First Class Honours. Rahim Gopali, First Class Honours. Rahul Raunia, First Class Honours. Raju Thapa, First Class Honour. Ram Babu Saha. Ravi Bikram Giri. Rizan Kusma. Resa Bosnet. Rikita Moharjan, first class honors. Rosni Subba. Rubin Shrest, first class honors. Ruchika Dhungana, first class honors. Sabdika Kimire, first class honors. Sabina Bania, first class honors. Simon Karki, first class honors. Sakriya Bajracharya, first class honors. Samriddhi Lohoni, first class honors. Sampad Dhakal, first class honors. Sanila Khadka BK. Saroj Gising, first class honors. Sachin Shrest, first class honors. Saugad Adhikari, first class honors. Saurav Adhikari. Saurav Arya. Saurabh Shrestha. Sisir Bhatrai, First Class Honors. Sisir Tiwari. Shreya Boral. Siddhartha Patrai. Shijan Adhikari, First Class Honors. Smriti Manandar, First Class Honors. Subhash Chandra Bade Shrestha. Subhash Takar. Sudeep Bhandari. Sudeep Chaulagai, First Class Honors. Sujan Pariyar. Suman Thapa, First Class Honors. Sunil Buddha-Thoki. Sunlight Sharma Basta Koti. Suprad Buddha-Thoki, First Class Honors. Surya Sharma, First Class Honors. Surya Shrest. Susan Khatri. Sushant Raj Shrest, first class honors. Sujius Rai. Swapnil Khanal. Swastika Adhikari, first class honors. Sweta Shrest. Swikriti Prabha Pokharel, first class honors. Swarnim Maharjan, first class honors. Tilasmi Karmacharya, first class honors. Ujjwal Kozu, first class honors. Utsav Sapkota, first class honors. Yogesh Bahadur Singh. Yogesh Patrai, first class honors. Yogesh Shrest, first class honors. Rakesh Kumar Thakur. Nishal Shrest, first class honors. Ashish Rasaile. Dinesh Kumar Shrestha, First Class Honor. Rohan Subba, First Class Honor. Shivam Kumar Saha. Last but not the least, Samrad Bohra. Thank you, Arun sir. That concludes the presentation of the award for Bachelor of Science Honors Computing Program. Congratulations to class of 2021. All the best.
Well done, Rohit, for reading so many names. And well done to all of our new graduates. Another huge congratulations for everyone. I would now like to welcome back to the stage one of our BSc Computing graduates, Miss Smriti Mananda, to give her address.
Good evening, respected teachers, guests, parents, and class of 2021. I'm Smriti Manandar, a BSc Honors graduate. First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the teachers who have helped us past 4 years. Despite their busy schedule, whether it be with our rushing deadlines or questions we have in our mind, you've got us all covered. You've also been there for us emotionally during this crucial time of pandemic. We have only and only gratitude for you all. Demi Lovato once said that it is easier to remember our failures and times we gave up. But then you have to ask yourselves, what were those moments when you fought through the struggle and then finally succeeded? I love this quote because I can relate to it. Let me take you back to the year 2018. I was completely lost. I did not know which path to take or what I am good at, but then I decided to take chances and see where my strength lies and joined the British College. Because a part of me always knew that I wanted to learn more about computers. Standing here today, I'm very proud of what I have achieved, what you all have achieved, and it have made me realize that I am capable of doing so much more than I think I am. How can I forget about my lovely parents? They have always been supporting me and believing in me in whatever I do. My only dream is to make them proud, and I hope I have to some extent. I will continue to try to make them proud in the future as well. I'm so grateful and thankful to have this life and parents like them. Besides the studies and degree, I also came across wonderful people whom I call my friends. I still remember us having a conversation while doing our assignments while the deadlines are rushing very near to us, and we would say how great it would be when all of this would be over and we would be graduating. And for that conversation, I'd like to put an end and say, we made it, we did it, guys. It was one hell of a ride. Thank you, the British College, for giving me an amazing experience, my friends, and a better future for myself. The tassel was worth the hassle. Congratulations, an amazing class of 2021. Thank you and have a great evening.
Thank you so much, Smriti. That was a really good speech. Can I please ask that everyone stays in their seats, as we'll be having photographs soon. So also, if you're outside of the hall, please come back in. Otherwise, you'll miss your moment in front of the camera. So please make sure you're seated. Okay, we have one more video message for you all. I would now like to introduce our advisor, Fergus Leon. Leon is a professor of enterprise and organizations at Middlesex University in London and the deputy director of the ESRC Centre for the Understanding of Sustainability Propriety. He has been a part of the Prime Minister's Strategy Unit in the Cabinet Office and carried out research across Asia and Africa. He has been a trustee and director of a number of social enterprises related to education and has over 150 publications. So please welcome Professor Fergus Leon, who has sent us a video address.
Hello, I'm Fergus Lyon, a professor from Middlesex University in the UK, and it's my great honour to be here today to congratulate you all for the amazing achievements of completing the degree and graduating. So first of all, I want to say that it has been a very difficult year, and I think it's the amazing work that you've done in such difficult times. It really shows just what is possible when people can achieve the things that you have achieved, even in the difficult years that we've been having with the pandemic. I think it's also now a time to reflect on some of the amazing skills that you might have built up, all of the knowledge that you've gained, but now you can reflect on how you can actually use that to make a difference as you go out into your new careers and into new areas as well. Perhaps you can take a moment to actually think, what is the purpose that you really want to achieve going forward? What can you do to tackle some of the difficult situations that we have in the world? Whatever you're going into, whatever career or whatever jobs or whatever business or organizations you want to work in, you can find your way of actually making that difference, and it's going to be a crucial role that you can play. I think it's even more important to think about what our purpose is as we have these difficult times. With the COVID pandemic, with climate change and poverty, we can think how we can take the businesses that we're working in, the organizations we're working in, how can we each do it in our small little ways, making a difference that way. So if we think about what we're doing, one thing to think about is how to be creative. Creativity is a crucial element. It's not just about what you know, but it's about how do you actually use that to make things different. And that sometimes requires thinking about things in a different way. It's about how do you solve problems? How do you start things up? It might not be a business, but it might be a group of you coming together. It might be in the work that you're doing. But you've got that creativity to actually take your knowledge and to actually do things differently. Now, being creative is not always that easy, and sometimes you need a bit of courage as well. That courage to explore, courage to work together with other people, courage when things aren't going quite the right way to actually keep pushing on, and also courage to actually speak out when you feel things need to be done differently when you're working together. So with creativity and courage, along with the amazing achievements that you've had in finishing your degrees, it's a really exciting time to look forward as well. So finally, I want to say congratulations again. And also, you must also, as well as congratulating yourself, thank your colleagues for all of their support they've given you, and also thank your family and friends who may have been there at these important times where you've been working on. And I think maybe as you look back on your years of doing the work, even though it might not have been the most ideal situations, you can think back to maybe some of the connections you've made, the relationships and the friends that you've had, to actually say how can that be used, how you can build on that in the future, how can you keep those links, keep those things, and to actually go forward and actually have an exciting time of taking forward these skills that you now have. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoy your graduation.
Thank you, Fergus. We now have our final awards of the whole day. These guys have been waiting very patiently, so they need extra big cheers from us all. I would now like to invite Mr. Jitendra Rakaya, BHBM Associate Program Leader, to lead the awards for BHBM, which will be conferred by the Associate Dean of Academics, Arun Joshi.
Thank you, Mani. Good evening, everyone. I have the honor to present to you graduates from Bachelor of Science, Honors, Hospitality Business Management. I would like to invite Associate Dean Academic, Mr. Arunlal Joshi, to confer the awards. Now, I would like to call upon the name of graduates, starting from Angela Maharjan, Mrs. Manchester, Karan Gishing, Nikesh Awal, Pemba Chetin Sherpa, Raj Mukti Hankirat, Rojan Thapa, Samir Sankang, First Class Honor, and last but not the least, Shri Arjun Bikram Saar. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That concludes the presentations of the awards of Bachelor of Science, Honors, Hospitality Business Management. Congratulations to class of 2021 and all the best for your bright future. Thank you.
Congratulations to all BHBM graduates. We now have a whole room full of graduates, which is very exciting. And for our final speech from one of the students, I would like to invite Mr. Samir Sankton from the BHBM program to give his address.
Thank you very much. Distinguished guests, staff professors, family members, and the class of 2021. Good evening to you all, and thank you for being here and celebrating with us in this graduation ceremony. My name is Samir Sangtang, and I'm a graduating student with a major in Hospitality Business Management, and I'm honored to address you all on behalf of the Hospitality student graduating in 2021. First of all, a warm congratulations to all the graduates and the parents and family members who are celebrating with you today and who will keep cheering you on as you close this chapter of your life and start to seek a new one. Through dedication, perseverance, integrity, honesty, and hard work, you guys have succeeded this far, and congratulations again. When I started as an undergraduate student little over 3 years ago, I didn't know what I was going to do with my life or even what I wanted to do with it. And the idea of even finishing an undergraduate student kind of seemed impossible and at least more work than it was worth. And I was daunted by the sudden transition from the note-based to the assignment century exams, and it really took me some time to adjust to the new form of learning. And when we were about to start the final year, COVID happened. We all remember that. And no one ever knew how the things would change in the coming few months. Even in this time, British College and the partner universities did an excellent job of setting up the online resources and never compromised on the delivery of our education. I would like to express my appreciation to all the personnel who kept us updated on the things happening in the college, despite not being able to have the face-to-face interaction. And every student's job is to get a job like right after graduation. And it is my utmost pleasure to say that I have been lucky enough to secure a job even before my graduation at a really reputed 5-star property. And I would like to thank TBC, my program leader, and student service department for tremendous support. And the way I was groomed and guided for my interview preparation, it was really commendable effort. As I stand in front of all of you today, there are so many people I want to say thank you to. People without whom I would not be here, but I'll try to keep it brief. For and forever, to my parents, to my beautiful mother and my dad, and teachers who polished our skill and knowledge, and finally to my classmates for being some of the smartest, funniest, wickedly honest, creative, and fundamentally good people with whom I had the pleasure of learning to and with from. But as we move ahead today, let's not forget that it has taken a lot of effort to reach to this point, and let's appreciate the achievements that we have achieved today. We should be proud, celebrate what we have accomplished, and try to take the notion that we can be inspiration for others as well. I would like to conclude this short speech with a quote by Marcus Aurelius. He says that, "Never let the future disturb you. You'll meet it if you have to, and with the same weapons of the reason with which today arm you against the present." Thank you very much, and good luck to you all for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Samir. I would now like to welcome Mr. Arun Joshi, our Associate Dean of Academics, to give the vote of thanks. Arun has been with the British College since 2018, supervising program leaders and working closely with partner universities in the UK to deliver their courses in Nepal. He brings to the college over 10 years of teaching experience and guides his students not only with his many years of academic experience, but also with his extensive experience working with IT companies. So please welcome back to the stage our Associate Dean of Academics, Mr. Arun Joshi.
Good afternoon, namaste, honorable guests, faculty members, parents, and all graduates. I would like to thank our CEO, Mr. Rajan Kandel, Executive Principal, Professor Mary Bishop, advisors, Honorable John Edward Hollister Montagu, Mr. Michael Rutland, Professor Fergus Leon, our industry advisor, Ms. Ashmi Rana, our guest speaker, Chairman of Khetan Group, Mr. Rajendra Khetan, Director of Exams, British Council Nepal, Maxim Raymond, Governor, and our partner university, Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Jean Key of Leeds Beckett University, for your support and messages. This event would not have been possible without the hard work put in by all the staff members at the British College. Thank you so much. I would like to thank all graduates. Thanks especially to all the parents and family members for coming all the way to this event. And finally, a big thank you to the faculty members at the British College who taught these graduating students. Once again, congratulations, all graduates, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Arun. I would now like to invite Mr. Rajan Kandel back to the stage to give our tokens of appreciation for our special guests, Mr. Maxim Raymond and Miss Ashmi Rana. We will now have our photo session, which will be short and sweet. We're going to keep the lines moving. So we're going to start with MSc IT. So would all the MSc IT students come to the stage and follow the ushers in one line? Can we now have all the staff on stage for a staff photo, please? Can all the staff make their way to the stage? Nice and quickly. I can see some of you leaving the room. If the students could please stay seated for a few more minutes, and then we'll all be going past the academic procession. So please stay seated for just a couple more minutes. Graduates, parents, and guests, before we close, please join me in once again congratulating all of those who have graduated and all of those who have contributed. I now declare the formal proceedings closed. Please rise for the academic procession, and students follow the procession out the same way that you came in. Then you can have dinner outside. Okay, thank you everyone. Well done.